The chilling archives of horror comics. Haunted Horror Number 2 presents...
Her lips dripped blood.
Out of a fearful, haunting past came a shadow that took form and became a nightmare of reality, too deadly to destroy by mere mortal means.
My wife's family dated way back in New England history, and when we decided to move from the city to the country, we had a strange streak of luck.
I can't believe it, Bill. The very homestead my ancestors lived in.
It is curious, honey.
I can't wait to see the inside.
Hope there's none of those creatures roaming around that the villagers told us about. Of course, I was only joking about the silly tales we heard, but the thoughts of meeting the ancient housekeeper somehow made me feel uneasy. She's too old to be of any service. We'll just have to.
Bill, look.
Welcome. May you enjoy the house as long as you live in it. I'm Clara, the housekeeper.
Let's cut this short, Betty. None of us are enjoying it.
Thank you, Clara. We'll call you if we need you.
Clara managed to avoid us as much as we did her, but her presence was felt everywhere. Maybe that's what even gave Betty the idea to go exploring in the old graveyard.
After all, it is out of respect that I want to visit my ancestors' resting place. Dear...
I think it's just curiosity, but here we are. A werewolf, just like the villagers said.
My grandfather. That means he was killed. Someone should pay for such dreadful thing.
It's barbaric. Come, let's get out of this place.
Will that be all?
Yes, and for goodness sake, stop creeping around, Clara. This isn't a funeral home.
Bill, that isn't nice.
She gives me the creeps. Let's get rid of her.
Shame on you, talking about an old woman like that.
This country air is a tonic. I can't keep my eyes open. Mind if I turn in, dear?
No, I feel the same way. Wonderfully sleepy.
But the peace that Betty and I felt was not for everyone, as under the full New England moon, a restless creature hurried along a winding road, and still another was up and about, as if destiny had planned to bring the two together. What was that? That screaming! Frantically, I pulled on my robe and ran in what I felt was the direction from which the scream came. Thank goodness it didn't waken Betty. Betty! What are you doing here?
I don't know. I heard the scream.
Great Scott! Don't look, dear. His throat!
Oh, Bill, it's horrible.
There had to be some kind of obvious solution. The victim had been attacked by some wild beast, but the sheriff had ideas of his own.
I'd like to talk with that housekeeper of yours.
Clara? Surely you don't suspect her.
There's plenty happening around here that newcomers don't know about. Werewolves and the like.
How can you believe such things?
It was fantastic, and all wrong. I wasn't giving up Clara to the law on such a foolish charge, and that was that.
I happen to know our housekeeper was in her cabin all during the night.
Betty insisted on being reassured that the grim remains had been taken away. Morbid though it was, I showed her. The body is no doubt in a morgue.
It's horrible.
Now you've got to stop thinking about it, dear, and get some sleep.
How can I? I'll never be able to rest again.
Perhaps this will help. It's a soothing herb tea, ma'am.
Take it away. Make her go away from me, Bill.
You heard my wife. Take that stuff away, Clara, and don't make any more.
As you say, sir.
I'm so afraid.
Look, dear, it's daylight. No harm can come to you. I'm here. Finally, Betty fell into a deep slumber, and as I sat and watched her, I tried to put the pieces of the dreadful mystery together. Could it be something not human doing these things? And so another night rolled around, bringing with it a glorious full moon. I tried to joke with Betty to ease her nerves. Nice night for werewolves. They can find their way around without any trouble in this moonlight.
Don't be funny, Bill. Remember, my room is way down the hall.
Hours since Betty went to sleep. Now I can get some shut-eye myself. While not far away, one of the young ladies from the village hurried along home from a social. But she was never to arrive at her destination.
Help! Help!
Alive. Screaming again. Same place. Betty, how did you get here?
That awful screaming. It frightened me so. Look, Bill. She's dead, too.
The second violent death brought the villagers storming to our door. They demanded revenge, and Clara. I've got to talk to them.
Oh, Bill, be careful.
She's an old, helpless woman. We're all upset, but let's be sensible about this. I was hoarse when I finished convincing that mob to go home and let the law handle such matters, but it didn't end there. Again, this place is evil. Horrible. This time the sheriff was grim and threatening. How should we know who's committing these terrible things?
All I can say is the townsfolk won't stand for any more. If it happens again, they'll probably lynch all of you.
If it will help, I will stand guard tonight at Clara's cabin. Though I know she's innocent. Werewolf hunting was a new one to me, but I prepared myself, silver bullets and all. Poor Betty was frantic with fear and worry.
Please let me go with you, dear.
You get some sleep. I'm only doing this to prove a point to the sheriff. But if you insist, honey, you look too scared to leave alone.
I am, Bill. And I'm scared for you, too. Where shall we hide? She'll see us.
Over there in the bushes. Quiet now.
Oh, Bill, there she is.
At this hour of night? Then it is Clara. She's the werewolf. I was just about to press on the trigger when I heard a ghastly growl behind me. What?
Kill! Kill!
Betty! Oh no, not you! You! The werewolf! My wife! Betty! You're my wife!
I'm going to kill you.
I begged the creature to keep away, but my voice was unheeded. I had no choice. I aimed the gun. I was too stunned to move. The beast at my feet was dead. The moonlight played across its ugly face. But then a transformation took place, and I knew it was no nightmare, for I looked down at the beautiful face of my beloved wife. Clara must have gone for the sheriff. I left her to do the talking. She had witnessed the whole thing. The sheriff's voice was gentle now. No more threats, no more suspicions. Terrible thing for the poor fellow. Sorry we thought it was you, old Clara.
I just happened to need water from the well. I saw it all.
I should have known. She was the third generation. Thank goodness it stopped where it did.